Hello dear ladies and gentlemen, Rapid Chess here, and today we'll look at the game of European Team Championships between Austria and France. Now Alireza plays for France, and I'm not saying that France will contest for high places because they have like two super gems, but it's definitely they can be like in European Championships they can compete for high places right now. Very happy that Firouzja is, we have such player as Firouzja because he is very decisive player. He barely makes like very rarely makes a draw today, and he has lots of ideas in opening, and he made this, it's amazing what he does with this caro-kann. I don't know who is his second, but definitely they're doing an excellent job. Yeah, that the opening, which is at best the second for the repertoire, he uses it like his main move, and he just wins these games, you know. So let's seize the game. Marcus is a good player, obviously a strong grandmaster from Austria. Knight f3, d5, and knight c3. So this is two knights variation. I had this position both with black and white. Bishop g4, the main move. h3, takes. So when I played, I was like maybe 14 years old, and I played against one of our local players who was stronger, and I played with white. And I thought that this position is losing for white because this guy played much better than me, and he won convincingly with black. e6 and d4. I also like this plan. I like taking this extra space in the center, and you know, go for this chains, yeah, rather than to exchange and play kind of Rubinstein variation French defense. Yeah, I think it's much more playable for maybe for both players, but definitely it has more life in it. Knight e7 and h4 move. I don't really understand. That probably came on the board for Marcus. Probably he tries to play something like h5 because black played knight e7 and they will play h5 and bother this knight. So he plays h5 himself. It's very common in caro-kann that in advanced variation white plays black plays bishop f5 and white starts with h4 and then g4. And when I played with white and I try this advanced variation a lot, a good player, he will always like put it in h and then like block all your counter play. So that would happen. Knight b6. I think Firouzja could be pretty happy with this position because look, this queen here, I don't know what it does so much because you cannot attack this h5 really, and you have to move it somewhere, and this bishop then is also like pointing just towards the pawn. So queen h3. I don't really, Angel says that the move is okay, but I'd recommend to play g3 because you want to castle kingside, and this rook, I don't think it's going anywhere to g3 realistically, and you don't want your queen to be tied up or rook to defend just this pawn. So I'm not sure about this g3 move. a5. This is a move I also don't really understand, so probably just this maneuver to b3, for instance, for the knight is possible that black will attack it. f4, e5. So black doesn't give white an option to, you know, put just develop, and they want to, you know, create crisis in the center. So white took. Engine was saying that f5 is better, but after knight f4 it says that the position is like about equal. I don't know. For me it's yeah, this move is not possible because queen takes, but yeah, g5 something. Maybe he missed this queen h2 idea, but taking doesn't look good for white. So we have, I think this pawn is weak. So basically this king side is quite weak for white right now. 87. So they develop pieces. Knight f6 and knight to g4. It's so white has two bishops, and grandmasters praise two bishops. But I must say that when you have this pawns and like certain squares where knight can be protected, yeah, then these knights are very effective. Yeah, they can jump all over the place, and at this point, I think they create very strong cooperation. So they maneuvered, and knight h7. Engine says that it's a mistake, but Rugger didn't see it. He played knight to c4. So I analyzed this bishop f4, takes, and queen g3, saying that white is better, but I don't know. I don't see how white is better in this position. I just think that these two knights cooperate pretty good, and so knight c4, check, and bishop to c7. So notice that how this bishop cuts away this knight. Yeah, it kind of well placed. It attacks the pawn, but it has nowhere to go other than to d2. So Rugger took, castles, d4, taken is yeah. So he took. He could take on g5 as well. Probably he thought that maybe white gets more counterplay at this point. And b5 took the pawn. And in this position, I like the move which Firouzja played. Yeah, he can take the pawn on c2, and it's a good move. But he was thinking how to attack with the second rook, because this rook really cannot infiltrate. So he played a very nice move c5. Now if white takes here, then okay, black can take, and with this rook infiltrate on the b file, and so he will have all his pieces very active. Yeah, so very nice move, I think. And he just took on a4, and this is already winning. This pawn is attacked, and white has no counterplay. Black has an extra pawn, and the position is winning. So he took the other pawn, b8, doubled on the e file, g6, not to get mated. So Rugger exchanged one of the pawns, king g6, so they repeated moves. In this position, if white takes on a4, then it's rook to b4, yeah, and after takes, pawn takes, black is winning. Yeah, black has extra pawn, and this pawn just matches for queening. So he couldn't take the pawn. So they played a little bit, and bishop is much stronger. Yeah, just notice how it's controls this pawn and attacks on the other side of the board. It's a really powerful piece in this kind of position. F5. Actually, F5 is strong. I don't think I would consider it really, but it's engine move by far. Yeah, engine wants to move the king up and play at some point c4 and win with like dominating the board. So he went back. Another nice move, rook g6. He will move the bishop and then attack this pawn on b2. Again, like the best move for black, he just like hangs it, but if you take rook g3, cannot save the piece, and so this is like totally winning for black. Yeah, absolutely resignable position. So you could play some more easy move, but he played like the best move there is. Takes, and in this position Raga resigned. Yeah, he's 3 pawns, okay, 2 pawns down, but this is, he has no hope. Alright, a very nice move, win by Alireza. Thank you for watching and see you next time.